All right, so in this digital world, it's too easy to forget about some of the beautiful analog things in the past, which are actually still very, very useful. Take, for instance, you're in a workshop and you've been given this piece of sheet metal or anything, and there are a couple of holes on it, and that you need to put 5 holes in instead of 2, right? And they need to be 5 evenly spaced holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So something like that. We could try and measure it. It's pretty trivial in CAD. We can just measure the distance between the centers. We can do that here. We can find that 75, and we can divide it, and find the right intervals. But that's too easy. Let's try a more analog way. And for that, we're going to call upon the Rivet Fan. The Rivet Fan is an amazingly cool looking thing you can build with kids, some of those STEM kits or what Meccano in the past. What they're designed to do is expand, and when they expand like this, the distances between all of these holes in this orientation is always going to be equal. Very cool. So I've popped a couple of Cleco pins in here, and we're going to go over to an assembly and throw one in. Okay, so we've got the Rivet Fan sub-assembly, we've got our part kind of fixed in space down there, and I've got a couple of mates, and I'm going to unsuppress that first one to snap that one down. And then what you'd do in real life is you'd come over and you'd pull this in and you'd snap that Cleco into that hole. And to do that, I'm just going to unsuppress that mate there so it snaps in. Now we've got our holes perfectly lined up, and what I'm going to do here is edit this in context. So it's going to create a context here. I'll simply create a sketch and use the edges of those remaining holes that I need to scribe or center punch or whatever I want to do. So I've created those, and if I hide that context, just show the part again, now I've got my perfectly spaced holes. And I could have done that by placing the Cleco pin in a different one of these reference holes. I could have added, have up to 10 holes in this particular incarnation. Kind of a cute little demo. I like replicating some of these analogs from the past in this digital form, and maybe it will come in useful.